to show some internet resources related to weather forecasts that you might try to understand what the cloud cover and other conditions might be on August 21st, 2017. Of course, this could be used for any day, but we're coming up to the solar eclipse when this video is being recorded. So the first step would be to go to this website that I'm viewing right now, astronomy.gpclements.com, astronomy.gpclements.com, and click on this larger font link, annotated links for the total solar eclipse. And when we go into there, there's some general websites at the top, some Nebraska-specific websites. That's where I'm located. If you can't get to the umbra, the totality region, you could look online for viewing the live stream, some other eclipse pages, and finally weather. So I'm going to go through these kind of fast. If you have to pause the video from time to time, that's fine. But National Weather Service, and seeing what they have to offer. There's national forecast maps, and there's an animated forecast map, and temperatures. And then scrolling down, there's some other products that you might be interested in. And I've gone ahead and put in a link for the forecast maps where we can get a loop of multiple days as to what's expected. And it comes up with the default as temperature. I'm not too concerned about the temperature. I am more concerned about sky cover. So I'm going to select sky cover from this drop-down list. And we can see that this is Sunday, August 13th, when this is being recorded. And the gray area, that's where there is significant cloud cover. And you can go ahead and play the loop for that. And it goes into, then down at the bottom you can see the times. Sunday, 8 p.m., 11 p.m., and now going over to Monday. And you can see the predictions for cloud cover. August 14th is not to August 21st. So I'll probably do this again closer to the eclipse, and I can try to increase the speed here. I'm not actually sure how far this loop goes. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. If we get to the weekend, I'll slow it down. Friday, Saturday. So it only goes up to Saturday. But that's one possibility. Another one you might look at would be the probability of precipitation. And again, you can click on the play button, and this would loop on through as to when it's going to be. So, and you can stop at any particular time that you want to stop at. So I'll be looking at this website shortly before the eclipse. Then next one down, National Weather Service satellite loops. And one that's available right here is the water vapor loop, and Nebraska is right here in the middle. So the blues, where we have high levels of water vapor, and we can run this for 24 hours. So it's something that could be done, the day before the eclipse, and just kind of seeing the streams of water vapor in the atmosphere. And where there's water vapor, it's more likely it's going to be cloudy. I am not a meteorologist. If it's daytime hours, then you can see the clouds with the visible light loop that they have here. So coming around, and we had rain this morning in Omaha, and it's partly cloudy right now for us, but that would give you an indication of the visible clouds. And of course at nighttime this one does not show up, but the infrared does show up 24 hours a day. So if I can activate that here. So again, running the loop for 24 hours, and you can see the again, detecting moisture in the atmosphere and clouds, detecting temperature differences with the equipment on the satellite. So those are some products the National Weather Service has to offer that you might be available for, might be wanting to use. The College of DuPage, their weather lab, again, be working with satellite information, and there's some, again, loops here, 24-hour water vapor, but there's some others that are available. After we run this one, it loads in the map of the United States eventually, but just giving you indication where water vapor is and where clouds might be. And you can stop it at any time that you want to. I'll go back to that menu. National Radar Loop, Southern Plains, wherever you might be located. Just gives you different things that you might want to try. So I'm going to do the 2-kilometer infrared loop. I'm assuming 2 kilometers resolution. And here we are. I must have clicked on the map for Nebraska area, and it's showing that detail. So I'm going to unzoom, show a little bit more of the country, perhaps, and perhaps not. Perhaps I have to go back to the menu. So that's available. There's also some nice products. The hemisphere, if you want a wider view, and then if I would click, you can see these regions kind of highlight. If I would click on those, I would get that view. But visible satellite, infrared satellite, and water vapor, again, are available if you want a wider view. And regional products, again, if I click water vapor, and north central region, it gives that information. And there's some other things you can patch in here that I'm not going to put on, but you may want to look at. If I click the loop link, I do like the animations, and just give you an idea of in the past where the water vapor has been and where it's headed as a general trend. So that's the DuPage information. And then WonderMap, Wonderground. This will come up with a default already checked of weather stations, and I'm going to uncheck that to get rid of the wind information and whatever details it was. And I'm going to unmagnify this as soon as it reloads the United States. Maybe I ought to click on something. I'm looking for webcams. So we'll get a map of the United States here in just a minute. And these webcams at various sites will show you the sky conditions. Still looking for the state boundaries to be drawn in. That would be helpful. You can kind of guess that California is off to the left here. Maybe Colorado. But I'm going to go ahead and click one here. But anyway, these websites would show you what the current sky conditions are, and you can perhaps gain some useful information by exploring those. I'm not quite sure why the map has disappeared with the if I go back to weather stations, it'll put on the state boundaries again, but doesn't look like it. I've not had that happen before. I've used this a couple other times. You can see California out here, but usually would show me the state boundaries. Let's just try to reload. Get a fresh view of the page. There we go. And so if I drag the map over here, And again, I want the webcams to show up, but not so much the temperature and wind information. And then we could see what's happening in near Casper, and that's on the track of the eclipse path. But webcams, I kind of like this site for the webcam information. And then ClearDarkSky, this is the last one I'm going to view. ClearDarkSky is a website that tries to give you a prediction if the sky is going to be clear. So blue is good, blue is clear, and the other things as well that are listed here. This my link goes for Beatrice, Nebraska. It's maybe one of the popular sites in Nebraska where people look to view the total eclipse. Hopefully not too popular, crowded with traffic. But I'm over on the left side of this website and scrolling down and going to home. And if I scroll down again, it lists places in Canada and the United States. So I'm going to scroll down and click on Nebraska. There's 78 locations around here where you could pick up a prediction for the event. You do need probably to look at this ahead of time and see what location is near your home, because not all of these are towns. If I do Hastings, that's also in the path of total solar eclipse, I believe. So I just clicked on Hastings. I'm waiting for it to load here. And gives the prediction. So this is something that could be done the day before the eclipse. This is not a guarantee, but gives you some sense of what might be the sky conditions for the total solar eclipse. So that's a quick tour of some of these weather websites. This page has more information available, but we don't have time to go over it now. So hope you do have a good view of the eclipse. And again, you can find this information at www. You don't need the www. So astronomy.gpclements.com, astronomy.gpclements.com. And another link here, what's happening in the sky for 2017. In January, there'll be a 2018 list of events as well. Hope your skies are clear.